one of the biggest ways to promote that most people don't ever talk about is Google.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody only talks about social media, but Google like brought the money because the first thing you do when you want something is Google. You don't go on social media to buy. You usually go on social media to see what's going on.
Exactly.
But Google, you're looking to buy. So I focused on that. I made a website. So when I was at home with extra time now, I made a website. I set it up so people could find me, and I started paying Google like I guess every month to for ads. And then I was of course promoting on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere else. But Google was like bringing me some of those customers, and out of all this promoting, something was gonna come. And even though I didn't get crazy work, I still got enough to pay my bills and keep a little extra sometimes. In the beginning, I wasn't keeping much. I mean, sometimes I wouldn't keep crap, but at least I was getting enough to get the bills paid, and eventually keeping in mind that we're working hard because we want something to work later on.
Right.
Yeah. So I
So-
see it as an investment. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jay, the Rap Specialist here at Go Hard Podcast. If you want to learn a little bit more about me, make sure you check this out.
How was that though? Like,
I was scared.
How did you feel like risking, risking it all, going through that time, the COVID time?
Yeah, I was scared because I was like, man, I need a shot because I don't want to wait so long. Like when I want to do something, I want to do it quick. So I was like, I need a shot, but at the same time, this whole COVID thing has messed up the plans.
Yeah.
Like he just messed everything up, and but I was like, man, I'm gonna just do it. Like we're gonna figure it out. What I was scared of is that people are gonna, cause they were going so crazy that I was scared that people were not gonna have money to spend on their cars, because businesses were closing, everything was like shutting down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, no one's gonna be worried about wrapping a car right now. Everybody's scared of what's gonna happen.
But they got the stem checks.
Yeah, so then they start getting checks, and now I'm like, man, what? So I ended up opening the shop, and then the first month that we opened, I get COVID.
Oh damn.
So now I'm not even there for my own opening.
So
or
were
whatever.
you're the only rapper there?
Yeah, in the beginning it was just me by myself, and then I had a friend which still works with me, which he would come and disassemble cars. So he takes them apart, I wrap, he comes back, puts them back together.
Like the panels.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess in the beginning it was just me. So what? Now I'm sick and I can't even be there.
Yeah.
So the first month got wasted because I was sick, and then started after that. So now we're behind because now we're paying bills, and I didn't even work the first month. But there were some people that came through for me
Nice.
because I had sold some wraps, and I had other shops take care of them
Who-
while I was sick.
Who are those people? You want to give a shout out to them?
Yeah, so one of them was Third Coast Customs on the Southwest. He knocked out a wrap for me when I was sick. And
Shout out
another
to them.
one was my cousin, Brio Auto Detail in the Heights. He also knocked out another car. So I had both of them working out, and they helped me. And they still
Nice.
help me. Third Coast Customs, they actually just helped me with some material. So I ran out of material on the car, on the Ferrari we were talking about.
Oh damn.
I ran out. All I needed was a small piece, but then they hooked it up with like even more.
Like
So-
like
so
half
they-
a row or something.
They give me like 8 feet, but
Nice.
that material is kind of hard to get right now. And so it was cool, man. They always helping, and it's cool to be cool with other shops, not competing so much.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things I prefer. Like just get along with everyone, because you never know when you might need them.
Yeah. Exactly. So you're 3 years into business.
Yeah.
Talk about what have you learned since you started the business and what you know now.
One of the biggest things I learned is to not go into business in the negative. And what I mean by that is to, especially with the car wrapping, don't overspend in the beginning, because now you're going to be negative but basically in debt. So in the beginning, all I bought was the very basics. Off my first job, as soon as I got my deposit, I don't book them for the same day that they drop a deposit. I'm like, hey, man, come next week or something. And that gives me time to take some of that money to buy their material and me buy my tools, because I needed tools to do the job.
Right.
So the cool thing is that those tools you can usually use on mini cars. So I feel like I probably spent under $500 to start. So it's not bad, and the profit margin on that is really good. That's why a lot of people want to get into wrapping nowadays. There's a lot of people that are getting into it.
A lot.
So,
Yeah.
so it wasn't bad. I feel like that's one of the biggest things. Just don't overspend. Like, don't go and like buy all this stuff they sell because you don't really need it. Just buy the basics to make it happen right now. With time, you go and buy more stuff. So now I'm starting to buy more stuff, but it's not fully necessary.
Okay, so in 2020 you started at your house, right?
I started at the house. Well, actually, end of 19, I started at home.
Okay,
And then at 2020, I guess in the summer is when I started at the shop.
so you got the shop.
Yeah.
How booked were you? How
So in the
often were you
beginning, I
booked?
wasn't really booked like that. So I was trying my best to promote. And
Instagram. What,
yeah.
what did you use to promote? What was your like marketing?
the biggest one of the biggest ways to promote that most people don't ever talk about is Google.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody only talks about social media, but Google like brought the money because the first thing you do when you want something is Google. You don't go on social media to buy. You usually go on social media to see what's going on.
Exactly.
But Google, you're looking to buy. So I focused on that. I made a website. So when I was at home with extra time now, I made a website. I set it up so people could find me. And I started paying Google like, I guess every month for ads. And then I was, of course, promoting on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere else. But Google was like bringing me some of those customers. And out of all this promoting, something was going to come. And even though I didn't get crazy work, I still got enough to pay my bills and keep a little extra sometimes. In the beginning, I wasn't keeping much. I mean, sometimes I wouldn't keep crap, but at least I was getting enough to get the bills paid, and eventually keeping in mind that we're working hard because we want something to work later on.
Right.
Yeah. So I
So-
see it as an investment.
So you're promoting more, and that's what you think that's what grew your business was the marketing, or what do you think?
Both the marketing and the work.
Yeah.
So they both got to be good. So one of the things I also do is like study the whole marketing side of things like crazy.
Yeah.
Like I sit here and read a lot about this. So
I mean, you
always-
came from Dell, you computer guys.
Yeah, so I've always been into computers like crazy. So I guess it makes it a little bit easier to use that knowledge to go into helping me like on my website. Everybody's like, "Who did that?" I'm like, I did it myself.
So you made the own website?
Yeah, I made my own website. I
Nice.
pretty much made almost everything that we do to promote the business is made by me, except nowadays where I have someone that films.
What about the ads?
The ads, I did the ads. So one of the ways that I did the ads was I go to a whole different state, a big city, and I see the biggest shops there, but not for wraps because there's not too many big shops out there. But I would look like, for example, Tint
Yeah.
or whatever. So I would look at how they promote, and I'll get ideas from that, and then bring it to Houston or near me, and then I'll use some of the same wordage, but kind of change it a little bit, and that would help me because I know that those big companies are paying big money to know exactly what to say. So I'll take some of that.
That's free
and
game,
say it
though.
for free. Yeah.
You're giving out free game right now.
Yeah.
For real, because I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Because that's like they teach that in marketing.
Yeah.
Like get for the big companies and use like verbatim the same words, and
Yeah.
it's just change up a little bit here and there. Change like instead of being like Ryan's Auto Glass or whatever, just put what was your shop?
Rap leaders.
Rap leaders,
Yeah.
boom, 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 like that. You
Yeah.
know,
So that's how we were doing it.
nice.
So I was taking some ideas from different shops. So I would use different cities just to get different ideas. Maybe make 1 or 2 or 3 ads and have all these different ads. Then I'll have my ads competing against each other to see which one works better, take off the one that's not, and so on and so on.
Oh,
It's a
damn.
never-ending process, but it brings the work, the money, and
That's a
keeps it
business
busy.
itself.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a business.
I know exactly what you mean. I did a course on that. You got to see like what is performing better.
Yeah.
And it's tedious things, you know,
Oh, yeah.
like tedious, but you're learning, but
Yeah.
your business grows.
Yeah.
So, could you say the marketing of the business brought it up?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you grew. I mean, your Instagram. What is it at 116K?
Right now, I
Or
think
one-
right now it's like at 110, 111.
Where was it at before? Like when you started?
When I started, it was like under 10,000, I think.
So in 3 years, you grew it to that much.
Yeah.
Damn! Congrats.
Yeah. So, and what's crazy, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that most of the growth happened within the past year and a half. In the
Damn.
beginning, I was just like working hard, trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
figure it out. But once you figure it out, boom, it takes off.
How do you separate that, like trying to deliver quality
It is.
raps,
Yeah.
and then you focusing on the business, like the market? Because I mean, yeah, you can focus on the business, like customers, clientele, but then it's like then you have to dive into the marketing side. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how did you juggle that?
It is really difficult. That's one of the things I still deal with right now. Um, it is hard to do all jobs at the same time, especially as you expand because there's even more to deal with. So in the beginning, what I would do is use my mornings from morning till 12 to focus on this, like marketing and all this, answering phones, answering emails, blah, blah, blah. From 12 to, I guess, the rest of the day, I would focus on rapping, turn off my phone. The bad thing about that is that no one's answering calls or whatever.
Oh,
So that's the bad thing. So even though there's probably more work, I wasn't getting it all because I was trying to focus on the rap because I got to keep the rap good. I can't just slack on it.
yeah.
So it was difficult. Or sometimes I'll be trying to do both. Like, but it is really hard because you keep stopping, going back, stopping, going back. So
Yeah.
it's difficult. And even now, it's a problem I deal with. So I'm looking to expand this year even more.
Talk about your schedule before we get into like expansion. Talk about your schedule as you know the owner of Rap Leaders.
So right now we work Monday through Friday. I live an hour away from my shop.
Damn.
Yeah, so
So
I
it took you
drive-
like an hour and 30 to get here.
I went to my shop first. I was there for a little bit, then I headed
Okay.
over here. So it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I'm used to the drive, but yeah, it's a long drive every morning after work, and so yeah, that takes that 1 hour. I feel like makes a difference that I could use that. Sometimes within that hour, I'm trying to like
Get on your phone. Yeah.
promote real quick.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
But man, it's hard. It's hard, and I'm hoping that hopefully next year, maybe 24 or end of 24, maybe move the shop to closer to that area. Um, maybe move it to a better area because right now we're kind of like still in the hood trying to get out.
Yeah.
And
What area is that?
I'm right there on 45 and 1960.
Yeah.
So it's not horrible, but it's still
Not the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like better, and hopefully we can make it next year.
Yeah. Hey, but where's that location you're talking about? Like where do you want to?
I'm hoping to move closer to Sugarland.
Okay.
Somewhere down that way, or maybe somewhere
Southwest
down
side?
I-10. Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see where I could find something good. I need more office space, maybe more cars.
How big is the building?
Right now, I think the one I'm in is almost 4,000 square feet,
Okay.
and I could fit around 10 cars. And I have an office, waiting area, but I'd like maybe more office because if I get more equipment, that's where I could put it.
Oh, okay. Got
Or
you.
if I hire extra people for certain things, that's where I could put them in their office or something like that.
So tell us about your schedule. Like you wake up. What do you do when you wake up? You know, you attend to the shop. You answer emails, send out market emails. What is it that?
Yeah. So first thing when I get to the shop, so wake up, drive an hour away, and I get to the shop. The first thing I do is start checking emails, start checking text messages because even though I say I work 10 to 5 or whatever, people don't care. They still call. They still text at any time. So I'm checking emails, checking text. People are now calling the phone, so now we got to answer the phone at the same time.
Yeah.
Get back to all the other contractors or other shops that I work with behind the scenes. A bunch of different stuff going on all at once. And we also have not just the emails, but also on our website, people ask questions and stuff. So then I got to be answering those too.
Damn.
So it's a bunch of stuff in the morning. So I don't really rap in the mornings until later on in the day. And it's pretty tricky, and a lot of work can sometimes be stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, what's the most difficult car to rap? I seen it on your IG. You posted it.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Give us some detail.
The most difficult cars to rap are the Jeep Wrangler and the G-Wagon. And most people underestimate those cars, just like I did. And they be thinking that they're easy because they look square and flat
Yeah.
until you start rapping it.
What is it? The panels that
So-
to take off, or what is it?
So the removal, that's another thing. Like, especially on the G-Wagon, the removal is, you got to take off a bunch of crap
Really?
to be able to get in there. So you got to do a lot of disassembly, which means higher risk, costs more money. And then on top of that, when you start wrapping it, it's not exactly flat. These panels have like these
Waves.
little things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So each little wave is gonna throw off your material. The lower you go, the harder it gets. So it's just mainly time consuming. I mean, after a while, you know what you're doing, but it's just taking longer than what you're used to on all these other cars. That's why we call it hard, I guess, but not impossible.
Just time consuming.
Yeah, just time consuming.
So what does it take to wrap them?
Depends how much time you spend on it. Because if I spend half my day replying to emails, I don't spend a full day rapping. So I feel like I could probably rap. Like I've done one of those in 2 days before, but then I've done some that take me a week.
Oh, damn.
So it depends on my time.
How bit? Yeah.
Yeah.
And who do you have there? Who are their employees there?
So right now we have 2 employees that are installers. We have video guy. We have disassembly guy. We have plenty of people that come in and help us out. So it's a team, and I'm trying to grow it still. I want to get maybe 1 or 2 more installers. I also want to hire someone that's basically going to replace me in a way to like answer emails, calls,
Oh,
texts.
like a reception,
Yeah.
like a receptionist.
Yes.
Got you.
So that's what I want to get. So like that, I could kind of step away and manage some more, and then focus on the promoting side of things. a bit more.
Marketing. Yeah.
But
Nice.
still rap because I do like to rap still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. I think it's a big question. What was your profit when you started? And then what was your profit? What was your biggest year you profited?
So when I started, the profits weren't too crazy. I think we hit 6 figures in the first year in sales, but not profit.
Yeah.
We were probably like, I don't remember how much we made, but it was probably like 50. Not too crazy. I mean, I wasn't even pushing it like that. I wasn't expecting. I was kind of just like, oh, I'm a rap, just pay my bills and kind of just live it cool. But next thing I know, the like TikTok starts taking off and all this stuff happens. So now I'm like, man, now I'm stuck rapping. And I guess this year I haven't found out how much, or for 22, it's gonna be the biggest, probably
Yeah.
5 times what we did the first,
Damn.
which was what 3 years ago.
Nice.
Yeah, but the reason that's also happening is because now we're getting revenue from sponsorships, like social media. I'm teaching classes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm doing a lot more than just the what I started with.
Yeah, exactly. We have a lot of questions to cover on the podcast still, but how do you feel? Like, how do you feel like when you started?
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel now? Do you ever think about like, or do you ever think and look? You ever look back and like, damn, I started with like out of my house,
Yeah.
and like now you're like, damn, I got a full blown shop and
Yeah.
I got sponsorships and you got everything
Yeah.
pretty much that I don't know if you thought of, but that's coming to you. Like, what do you think?
I never imagined half of this stuff was even gonna happen in the beginning. Like I was just trying to make enough and be cool, but it's crazy. Like now I do think it's crazy how we started in the garage, in the hot, in the cold, because there was no AC or anything there.
Yeah.
So I was just working whatever weather, and I mean making no okay money for working for myself. But now things are way different. Now I'm cool. I'm not struggling like back then when I was like overdrafting my car just to fix my car.
Yeah.
Like now, if something happens, I'm ready. I'm good. Not struggling no more.
Yeah.
So it's not bad, but I still work like I'm struggling because we're not there yet.
Mm.
I just left the shop last night at almost 1 in the morning, and we're still doing stuff like that because we're still not where we want to be. But we are definitely way closer to where we want to get to.
Yeah. So talk about the development of TikTok and social media. How has that helped you grow the business? Right,
TikTok,
and what videos like really popped you off?
TikTok made a big difference in my business. And what's crazy is that my little brother is the one that told me to get TikTok. So in the beginning, I would not listen. He was like, "Get this and post your rap."
He told you to start dancing with raps and stuff.
And I was like, "Man, I think that's like a kid's app."
Kids app, yeah.
So I wouldn't take it serious back then. I was like, "Yeah, I'll get it one day." Nah, I don't know. And then eventually, he sends me a video of someone rapping a car outside, not a car, a bike outside, doing it all wrong. And I'm like, "Man, that guy's doing it wrong." He's like, "Yeah, but he posted it and you didn't." And like, you should post. And then I start getting into it. So my videos back then, they were bad. Like when I started, they were horrible. Because I was trying to kind of like, I was seeing them dance and do all that crap. I'm not going to dance, So I'm trying to figure out how do I promote my raps to these people dancing or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
So I was trying to like keep up the rap rhythm to the song. Like I'm over here
Oh.
basically dancing in a way like the song
the
moves a
beat.
certain way, so the squeegee and me and
Yeah,
my hand.
yeah.
So I was trying to do that, but it was so bad. I go back to those videos. I'm like, man, they suck so
They're
bad.
still on there?
They're still on there.
Oh, damn.
I haven't erased any of them. And then so going back to those videos and comparing them to now is a big difference. So
Anybody help you like
and the
posting?
whole thing has been me editing. So the editing
Oh, okay.
has been me.
Gotcha.
From the beginning, so you could see the change in type of editing from the beginning to later on. But I was always trying different methods, like different ways to edit to see what people like. Because that's one of the things I also study. What
the
do people
algorithm?
like, yeah.
Yep.
And the algorithm keeps changing all the time. Like I feel like it changes almost every 3 months or something, every
Yeah.
3 to 5 months. And that's another thing that you got to stay on top of. Because if not, if you keep the same, eventually it just boom.
if you get left
down.
behind,
Yeah.
for sure.
So we gotta stay. I was just talking about that last night, at the shop where I'm like, man, I literally gotta sit here and find out exactly how everything's running. But yeah, TikTok made a big difference.
Where you at right now?
Right now we're at like about to hit 1.5, I think.
Nice.
1.5 million. And but million was like that mark where I was like, man, I need to get to a million. I need to get to a million.
Yeah.
Then after a million, I kind of chilled a little bit, but we've been trying to push it even more now.
Damn, nice.
But it took, I guess, it took like 2 years for that. Yeah. Because I didn't start TikTok in the very beginning, but I was still home, I think. Some of the videos are in my garage.
Damn.
But when I really, really started pushing it was when I was at the shop. Like, that's when I really started pushing it. And it made big difference.
Yeah. What's your highest video?
Right now, the highest video is like 43 million, I think.
Damn.
That one.
I barely hit one of my videos barely hit 1 million. I'm like, I was fucking happy, bro. I was like, hell yeah.
yeah.
It's a good feeling,
Yeah,
but
it is.
for sure.
And because it's hard, man. You never know what's gonna go viral. But after time, you can kind of tell when there's a good video and when there's a video that might not do it.
You can tell whenever you start like getting all those notifications.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say this from my experience. You probably had the same or whatnot, but I posted.
Yeah.
And I was in Orlando when I posted. I wasn't even in Houston. I posted, and then like in 30 minutes, it had 10K views.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this video is gonna take off.
Yeah.
Like I already know.
Yeah.
And then it did. And
Yeah.
then like in 1 hour, I had like 200K, and then in 24 hours, it hit 1 million.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good one. Cause when I do videos, that's how I rank them. Like in my head, I rank them as to whether it's a good video or not. If it hits 1 million in 24 hours, because after 24 hours, I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So 24 hours hitting 1 million is crazy, or even in the first 2 days, it's crazy and it's not easy.
And it was so short. I think
Yeah.
it was like a 15-second video.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. And I remember I've been playing with it though. So I've been like adding words to like the whole video. I've been taking it off, like different backgrounds. Because I do my editing too for my videos. So I kind of like play with it, see what takes off. Or sometimes I'll post like the same video, just different frame.
Yeah.
Like it'd be a full frame or it'd be like a horizontal frame.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's crazy.
So
Like,
recently, I just had a video where I posted it, and it didn't do good at all. Like it was bad.
But you thought it was a
But
good-
I felt like it was a good video. I was like, man, what's going on? I
Yeah.
feel like this video has to be good. So I erased it. I mean, I didn't even erase it because sometimes erasing videos could also bring you
mess
down.
your algorithm up.
So what I did, I put it private to only myself without erasing it. It's technically still there.
Yeah.
And then I edit the video slightly. I change the first words I used in the beginning, throw it out again, and boom, that thing is at 20-something million right now.
So the caption, you changed the caption?
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy.
I was like,
so what did it do at
what?
first?
At first, it was stuck at like 3,000 views. It was like doing really, really bad. I was like, man, what's going on?
Damn. And then it went 20 million
So then-
by changing the caption.
Yeah. So
All right, hold on. I'm going to do that.
right, go back and change all of them. And so then, so I put it private, and I changed the caption thing, upload again. Within an hour, I am way past. I think it had hit 100,000 already.
Damn.
And then next day it's already a couple million. Right now it's like a 20-something.
Damn.
And I was like, man, I knew it. I knew it had to be a
I
good
knew it had to
video.
be,
Like,
yeah.
It's just that they didn't want to show it at
Did it
first
have
or
a
something.
song with it or
No.
just? Oh damn.
Yeah. No song, nothing.
So-
Just words.
So tell us how you started the academy, the teaching for the raps and stuff. Like, when did you come up with that idea? Or why did you come up with the idea?
I started doing that because people have always asked me like, "Hey man, do you teach how to rap, or can I come and watch you work and learn?" So they've been asking to learn how to rap for years, like ever
Really?
since back then when I barely even know what I was doing. But I didn't want to do it until I was 100% sure that I'm good enough to teach you, because I don't want to accept money. I don't want to teach you if I'm not 100% sure that my way is good. So what I did is, before even making it public, I went and took classes. I saw videos online of good people, and then I saw the ways that they teach or what they show you, what they think is cool, passable, and then I pretty much take those ways and look at the way I do it to see if they're good enough or not. And I learned a lot, as into, damn, like this is what they think is passable.
Yeah.
When what I call passable is way up here. And
Oh,
they think
damn.
This is cool. Like,
Yeah.
if you came to my shop, like, and you told one of my employees, or you told us that was cool, I'll be like, no, we starting
Yeah.
that over. You putting that off.
Yeah.
But I guess some of these companies care more about the money.
Yeah.
But some of them don't. Some of them actually teach you really good. So it depends.
Like,
Took
you're talking
different
about the
classes.
courses?
The courses through companies that
Oh.
they give them. Because there's
yeah.
real companies that give you courses to learn. And then there's people like me, like, that they just start teaching because they have shops.
But
And
so, sorry to cut you off, but you have the experience, right?
I have the experience, and I've also been through the classes just to see what they teach.
Yeah. So you pretty much like know what they bullshit or whatnot, right? Damn.
So, and I guess I see what they mean by do it this way, because it's faster, which faster means more profit because the car leaves faster.
Mm-hmm.
But the way we portray ourselves and the way we like things, that doesn't go.
So let me ask you this. So it's quality versus the pace of the
Yeah.
being car wrapped. Okay. Cool.
So we try to get. So one of the goals that I have is to have good quality, but still rap fast. But you can't just rap fast and bring down the quality. You got to
Yeah.
bring both of them, because you still got to remember that it's a business and you still got to make money. So you can't go too slow.
Yeah.
Back then I used to be too slow. It would take me like 3 weeks to do a car
Oh
in the
damn.
beginning,
That's,
and now I could do a car 2 days.
I've been
whatever.
calling you like, hey man, I need my car. Like I've been using this rental.
Yeah, so
I'm
we
overdraft.
keep that in mind. Yeah, we keep that in mind now, because I don't want customers to be paying too much for rentals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we try to do things quicker, but I mean, we still got to make sure it is good. That's the highest thing. Like, it has to be good, and I'm very picky. Like I said, what they call cool and passable is not passable to me.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll sit there and rip it off like 5 times till I like it.
So when you started teaching the classes or whatnot, what did you like learn from people? Like, because you have different people.
Yeah.
They come into the shop and they're like, hey, I want to learn.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about rap.
Yeah, one of the
What have
cool
you learned?
things is that a lot of the people that have come to the classes have never touched rap before. So the first time they ever touch it is right there at that class. And it's pretty cool to see how, being brand new, when they leave, they can pretty much start rapping certain panels, like the basics of rapping. And then that's why we offer even advanced and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because they could come back and learn even more, because you're not going to learn how to rap in 2 days. I do a 2-day class, but you're going to learn the basics, have a good idea, but it takes practice. So one thing I do tell them is, when you leave here, practice, or you're going to forget everything, and you're not going to do anything.
Just like anything else. Yeah.
So it's pretty cool to see people come from like different states, different cities.
Really?
And yeah, and they all come from different backgrounds too, or like different jobs that they want to leave, or they want to start their own business. So all these people are coming, and that's why I do my best. That's why before I started teaching, I make sure that I took classes to know that we're on point.
Yeah.
I wanted to be 100% before I did all that. And so they learn a lot. But there's also people that I feel like they underestimate rapping, and they might think that it might be too easy. Or they think it's easy, but once you actually do it, it's not.
Yeah.
So, but it's better to learn that it's not easy than to go and waste a bunch of money and open up a shop and then find out. So It's good, but like I said before, it's not always for everyone. But the majority of people get a good amount.
Talk about your prices, like from the basic to advanced to
So for the classes, I normally
expert or
charge
something.
around 1,500. So for the basic
The
class,
2 day.
yeah,
Okay.
2 day class, and then I have a 2 day for advanced. It's also 1,500. The only one that's a different price is Chrome Wraps. Chrome Wraps I charge 4,500, and I'm only doing that once a year and seeing if anybody even shows up
Have you
because
started it yet?
I've never done that one before.
Oh, damn.
So I'm planning. I think what next month I was thinking, or somewhere around the next month maybe. I was thinking of doing that class, but I'm not too like. I don't really care if it happens or doesn't, because Chrome is a completely different thing. It requires a lot of money, time, and that's literally what I guess helped me promote my business.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty much known for Chrome Wraps,
Yeah.
and I mean,
Yeah. So why wouldn't you teach it?
yeah,
I mean, to me, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, why wouldn't you teach Chrome if you're known for that? You know,
yeah.
like,
But I feel like because of the cost, I don't push it so much because most customers that walk in for a wrap, they're not asking for Chrome because of how much it costs. So it's okay that if no one really comes to that class, it's cool because if you learn how to wrap the other wraps, then you could still run a business.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because most shops don't even offer Chromes.
yeah,
They're too hard.
yeah.
So yeah, we're one of the only ones that.
How's the profit on Chrome Wrap? Is it the same like margins as Chrome Wrap, or is it different?
It's probably a little bit higher than a normal wrap,
Okay.
but the material is pretty high, so it pushes it up there.
Yeah.
So you definitely got to charge high. Like we try to be around 10,000 versus, which is double the price of a normal wrap.
Got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
but pretty good profit. But you also got to finish fast enough. If not, if you take a month, you're not gonna.
It's
make
not
a
worth
profit.
it. Yeah. It's also so unique though.
Yeah, it's
That
crazy.
car is unique. Like you'll see it a mile away.
Yeah. So
You know?
my car, I wrapped it in chrome, and it looks crazy, but it helps with business. So
Yeah.
that's one of the things I tell people. Hey, wrap your car because you could use it as a portfolio. basically.
Promotion.
Yeah.
Yep.
So whenever I would pull up in that car, it usually would help me sell. They
And that's-
see that and they're like, "Oh yeah, I want you to do it."
That's a turquoise one.
Yeah, the turquoise one.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So I wrapped that one, and man, it's helped.
You ever get like one of your students and like hire them?
I've kept that in mind. Not yet, because a lot of the people that come are from out of town. But I do keep an eye out, especially if I'm looking to hire, which right now kind of doing that. First, I want to hire the receptionist person, and then I'm gonna look into hiring someone, and it's probably gonna be a student because that's the only way I could really test them out.
Yeah.
So,
That'd be cool. Like we had like a little apprenticeship
Yeah.
thing going on.
yeah, and it's also like cool to see that some of the students go back to their cities and then they open up a shop.
Oh damn,
Or they send me videos or pictures of cars they wrap.
that's awesome. How does that make you feel?
It
Like
feels good.
Yeah.
They're spreading knowledge out there and they're making money now. And I mean, I wish I would have started sooner.
what you have any like big name people that you done raps on besides Paul Wall?
Not so much. So Paul's been like the main one. We almost did something for Travis Scott back then,
That would have been
like 3
Fucking
years
crazy.
ago. I think right before we closed the shop, we almost did one. He had a LaFerrari, something like that he wanted done in brown.
ooh
And I've done some of the Astros, some work for them.
nice.
But not too much. I guess not too many big names. And one thing I guess that I do is that I don't worry too much about getting big names anymore like I did in the beginning. Because what sucks is that they usually want everything for free.
Yeah,
Like, Paul Wall don't ask for nothing for free, so don't get me wrong. Like,
yeah.
Paul Wall offers to pay, and the good thing about him is that he promotes. So you get if you give him something free, you get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Even if he pays you, he's still gonna promote you. So he's a really good person. But most of the time, from my experience, people with big names, when I see a blue check, I don't even want to open that. Like,
Yeah.
On my Instagram, when I see a blue check, I don't even want to open it because
When's your blue check?
I don't know. I got jacked for it, I guess. I applied for it so many times.
So I got the real blue check right here.
I applied for it so many times and they denied me, and they kept denying me because. So I like fishing with my brother, and I guess one time I said the word Texas City Dyke and they took the word Dyke, but that's a
Oh my
place.
God, it is a fucking place. Yeah.
So because I said that, I got blocked. I can't get certain things on my page.
Oh damn. On the J Rap specialist.
Yeah, on
Oh
that one.
damn.
So it's been blocking me for it's been like 3 years or something since 2020. That's when that happened. That I said
That's
that.
crazy.
So I can't. I mean, recently maybe they might, but who knows? Because now I think they're trying to charge you to get a blue check.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess, but yeah, most of the time blue checks when I see them, I get kind of like I don't get so happy as I used to because most of the time they want free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying all of them, but a good
That
amount
is
of them
true
want
though.
free. So
You're-
I'm like, man, I'm a small business trying to make it, and you not want me to give you 80 hours worth
they're
of work.
making millions and shit like
Yeah,
that.
like you should be cool with handing me that.
Yeah. There's a I mean, you're not the first one who said on the podcast. There's other people that said like, oh, a tattoo guy.
Yeah,
He said that too. Like he's like, I don't worry about the like big names, rappers or nothing, you know, because they always want it for free,
yeah.
and you know they want you to like, oh, I'll sponsor you, but I want it for free, something like that. You know what I mean?
And then when you do the work, you give it for free, and you get like a bad shout out. Like you get a quick shout out that doesn't.
Hey,
help.
shout out to all right, boom.
Yeah, like and you never see them shout
Real
you out
quick.
again. Like I'm like, man, that ain't
Yeah.
gonna do nothing.
Yeah,
Like now that I do real sponsorship videos, like we try our hardest to get the views. Like I get stressed if I don't get a big amount of views because I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
So I see it the same way.
talk about that. The sponsors, the sponsorships. Like, who are you sponsored by?
So sponsorship videos that I get are usually like one-time things, so they're not just constant, and that mainly comes from TikTok and YouTube.
Oh shit,
So
nice.
they'll hit me up and they'll be like, "Hey, we saw your videos. How much would you charge for you to make us a video and like basically shout them out?"
What brands have you
Uh,
worked with?
The biggest one was probably Candy Crush, the game on the phone.
Really?
Yeah. So I did
Nice.
two for them, and they were like, "We want you to do a video for us." They tell me to do whatever I want as long as I tag them and it's related to their thing.
Mhm.
But I gotta make it related and still keep it related to what I do. So I wrapped the car, threw the logos on it and all that, and they were super happy. Like I think the video on that one got like 4 million.
Nice.
So it wasn't bad. My goal usually when doing a sponsored video is to get 1 million at least,
Um,
because then I feel like they're paying me for
What they? Yeah.
for that. Yeah. So I try my best to get the most views.
Yeah.
So I've done that. I've done Rocket League, the game.
Yeah.
Or what's it called? I forgot the name of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
That's badass.
Yeah, that was a crazy one. I almost thought that was like a scam or something.
Nah, that yeah.
And then when they emailed me, I thought it was fake because I get emails every day of people asking like for videos or whatever, but a lot of times they might be scams.
Yeah.
And so I try to pick and choose who I actually make a video for. And when I saw Rocket League on
That was
there,
badass.
I was like, man, why would they want me? But
Because their
it was
cars are
real.
wrapped in the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we did one, and that one did good too. It did good on YouTube and on TikTok. So I think on YouTube we got like 15 million views or something like that. It
Damn.
went crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
My cousin taught me how to play the game. Yeah. That was
I've always
crazy.
seen
I
it.
never played no games. I mean, I played when I was younger, but I stopped after a while. But my cousin, he
So-
put me on.
For that video, I actually bought a giant ball, a giant soccer ball, to put it in the video
Oh,
to make it related
damn.
to the Rocket League.
So did you get the car and run? Boom.
And I wanted to, but I rented the car from a homeboy. And
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think he would have been cool with me doing it.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
If it was my car, I would have done it.
That would have been
But I
dope.
also got to watch what I post on the videos because they could get flagged.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Like being dangerous or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like
So
that.
whenever
Yeah.
they do that, my views go down like crazy.
Really?
So I stopped. I used to record cars when they were done. I would make them drive, and I'm recording them driving. But I don't do that no more.
Oh, if we had like an inflatable soccer ball.
Well, that's what I had.
Oh, damn.
Big old like beach ball, but it would look like a soccer ball. So I pushed it onto the car, and it bounced and stuff.
That's
But
dope.
I would have actually drove it.
So you got creative with it.
Yeah.
That's tight. That's awesome.
And they were happy because the views were good. I mean, they
Yeah.
get their money's worth, and that's what they want.
Do you ever have any sponsorships come back?
Candy Crush came back. So I guess I did their video sometime in the summer last year. And then right before the year finished, like 22, around December, they hit me up again. And this time they were like, we want you to do another one, but we also want you to come to New York and
Oh,
film a video here.
So they flew you out?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then I was like, but I'm already booked in Las Vegas. So I was going to SEMA over there to meet with other companies, and they were like, "Well, send us the total, and to make it over here." So
Cut that check for
Yeah.
real.
So they were like, "Tell us a price." And they didn't even care what I charged, so I feel like I didn't even charge enough.
Damn.
No, but it was cool, and it was the funniest sponsorship that I've gotten.
With Candy Crush.
Funnest, biggest, everything. Yeah.
So if anybody wants to like, if somebody wants to get sponsored with you, whether it's the company brand, what do you normally charge?
I normally start at 10,000 for a video that I tag you. Like if I tag a business, then I charge 10,000.
Yeah.
If, for example, like these companies, these big ones, not only do they want you to tag them, but they also want to be specific with the video.
Mm-hmm.
So before you post the video, they want to see it and they want to tell you, hey, change this, add this, take this off. Once it starts to get that specific, then you charge higher.
Like 20, 25?
Yeah.
Nice.
So the thing is, though, that I don't know anyone else that does videos or whatever, so I can't go to anybody and ask, like, hey, how much should I charge? Because this is new to me.
Yeah.
So who knows? There's probably people getting
50.
paid more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things with like it sucks. Like I feel bad for it because I was really cool with him. Enki Boys.
Oh, yeah.
He gave me some knowledge on this. That's the only person that I knew that was big on TikTok that could kind of give me an idea as to what I got to charge. And yeah, man, he was telling me some numbers, and I was trying to work off of that. And
Damn.
he gave me some good advice, man. It was pretty crazy.
What do you tell you? Like,
One of the things he told me in the beginning, like before, I think it was at 100,000 on TikTok, so I was still low.
mm-hmm.
And then he was like, I told him, I was like, man, I'm shy. I'm shy to be on camera. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still shy. And then
Yeah.
he was like, man, lose that shininess and just do it. Just do it,
Damn.
man. And be consistent. He told me, just keep being consistent. Just don't think about anything. Just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And it will pay off for you. He's like,
Yeah.
look, everything I'm doing is for this kid right here. And then
Damn.
it was crazy. And I didn't know what was going on at the time. But I ended up wrapping his car.
Really?
Yeah, I wrapped it. And we were going to do it blue because he wanted to do a blue wrap with a big decal that said, fuck cancer. At
Oh,
the
damn.
time, I didn't know why he was saying that. 'Cause
Yeah.
he hadn't told anyone. And I guess later on I found out why. But we ended up doing a red chrome because the blue was out of stock everywhere. We couldn't find it. The red I put on his car, I got it from Italy. It was
Oh,
hard to
shit.
get. Yeah. But yeah, it was
Nice.
crazy. But
When was the last time you talked to him? Do you remember? Was
last
it the
time I
rapper?
talked to him was when we met. It was less than a year ago. We had met to film his car, and Bryce was. We were doing a video, us three, with the car, like promoting it, and I kind of felt bad. Like I didn't wanna. I didn't even. I guess I didn't want him to really promote. I was like, man, worry about what you got going on. Don't worry about it. Everything's cool, man.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, I got you. I want to do this. So he was really cool, man. Like really nice. Always like good mood, regardless of what's going on. Still giving me advice. Like he still told me, like, hey man, you're doing
Really?
I see you're doing your videos, man. Keep it up.
Damn.
And keep on pushing. Like don't let go. Keep on pushing. He told me about someone else that he also gave advice to, and that person was doing good now. So his followers were going up. And I was like, hell yeah, man, I've been at it.
That's
been at it.
awesome, dude.
Yeah. So it was cool, man. Real cool.
Damn.
Sucks how things happen. But yeah.
Anything like so yeah, you did the rap for him, right?
Yeah.
Did he like it? Like what was his thoughts when you did it?
Yeah, he was really happy with the rap. He actually found me on TikTok and messaged me.
Oh, so that's how y'all connected
Yeah.
on TikTok. Okay,
So
nice.
He messaged me on TikTok, but I didn't see his message till like way later. Cause on TikTok they send me inbox messages all day long.
Really?
And then
Yeah.
like his message was lost in there. So one day I'm like, let's see, like I'm just scrolling and I see a check mark, a blue check. And then I'm like, oh man, like who is that? So then I click. When I click, I accidentally erased his message. And I'm like, oh
Ah,
man.
damn.
But I knew who he was because I watched his videos already.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, his messages left. And then I ended up going on Facebook and I was like, man, I erased this guy's thing and I feel messed up.
Yeah.
And someone knew him and told him that I said that. So then he hit me up again and he was like, because I was like, dang, I think I lost an opportunity here.
Yeah.
And back then, and he was like, hey man, what's up, man? I see you had accidentally erased my
Yeah.
message, whatever. And we ended up talking. He's like, I want to get a rap. And I'm like, hell yeah, for sure, man. come through. I got you. Like, and he came through, and he had told me he wanted a blue wrap at first.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I guess he saw my blue chrome wrap on my car,
yeah.
and that's when he was like, "Man, that's
Nice.
what I want." I was like, "Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like that's expensive and a headache to me to do, but man, if you want it, shit,
yeah,
I would do it."
yeah.
But we ended up going with the red.
Nice. Did you go to the funeral or anything?
I didn't go.
Okay.
No. I mean, I feel like out of respect, I'm not too close to them
Yeah,
to like pull up like that.
I feel you.
Like I just give my respects from a distance, but I feel like I'm not that close to be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was public.
Yeah, I saw they made it public, but I don't know. I mean, it's a weird. I guess it feels kind of weird.
Yeah,
I mean, I've lost my brother too, so
yeah.
I'm like, it's not a good.
Feeling, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel? I mean, let me ask you this: do you feel like if you went, you would have been like you wouldn't have felt like you would have felt like fake about it or something, or
Yeah,
like you wouldn't have
that's the
felt
thing.
right about it?
I feel like it's kind of like, hey man, like you just met the guy and now you're here acting like you.
Yeah,
Like, so I don't. That's why I'm just like,
man, I feel
I'll
you.
pay
Dude.
my respect from my side,
I feel you.
and just kind of like keep it between me.
Yeah,
And I mean, I even feel weird talking about it right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's something that did happen. We wrapped his car, and he was real cool. Gave me advice, which feels good to tell everyone that he actually gave me some good advice because I've
Yeah.
never really told anyone.
and you'll.
And,
I mean, that advice you'll cherish forever.
Yeah.
You know, like you'll have the remembrance.
Yeah.
You know.
Because
And-
I was too scared. Like, one of the things that I was scared to was ask him, like, hey, man, companies are hitting me up. I don't know what to do. Like, how do I deal with this?
Yeah.
And he was, like, real cool telling me, like, look, you could do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm getting, like, to the point where what he was talking about.
yeah.
Like, this could happen. Like, you could go over there and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah.
So when I need advice, I'm gonna go to you.
Yeah, shit, you can
And be like, hey, hey, this sponsorship was a sponsor. What do I do?
Yeah, so it's crazy because in the beginning, I didn't know crap. So the first big sponsorship I got, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Give me 500. 500 is nothing to them.
I know.
And I was like, man, 500 for a video that I'm gonna do anyway. I'm like,
That's a tax write off for them. So they could spend
Yeah.
freaking tens, 20s, you know?
So 500 was nothing. So then I ended up changing. I guess I changed my mind and I was like, you know what? You're asking for a little bit too much. I thought it was just gonna be a simple video. It's gonna be 10,000.
Hit them with that.
And they're like, "What do you mean? How
How do
do
you-
we go from 5 to 10? That makes no sense." So then they were kind of a little upset
Yeah.
because that's unprofessional on my end.
Yeah.
But for future ones, I was definitely up there. But yeah, good comes from like TikTok, from my following there. So it's pretty cool to almost make your whole year salary sometimes so quick.
Exactly.
Like, I never thought that was gonna happen.
Nice. Talk about the future for rap leaders.
Rap leaders right now, I'm working on making it bigger. Hiring more people, being able to take more cars in. And my goal is to pretty much help those, like my team. I want them to get up there. And like, it's not just me. I want them to also come up there with me because they've been there helping. And everyone, I guess, I want to make sure everyone's good. And yeah, make the shop a bigger one. Maybe move. Hopefully we move next year and
Yeah.
and possibly build a bigger shop or get a bigger space. I want it to be real nice. Maybe make some of it a section for teaching, some of it a section for only wrapping customers' cars. So I'm trying to figure that out. But I feel like it has to be something good.
Do you ever get any like comments of people saying that you're giving out too much game? Like for
Yeah.
example, like, oh, you're you know, that you're pretty much like
Creating competition.
creating competition because these people are gonna know how to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So that's one of the things I've had, especially I guess certain people, either here or somewhere else, that they've mentioned that, but that's not the way I really see it. I mean, when you go outside, you see cars everywhere. There's plenty of cars, so that means there's plenty of money. There's not enough cars for like you
Yeah.
can't wrap every car in the road. So I
Yeah.
feel like it's cool. Like,
Exactly.
I'd rather help people and they do their thing. And I haven't seen a decrease in sales at all. And I doubt anyone else has either.
is there a car that you really want to rap that you haven't?
not a certain car, but I wanted to wrap a plane.
Really?
One time I saw a gold chrome plane, so now I want to do one.
That would be
But
awesome.
I think that you got to get permits and or
You
stuff like
definitely
that.
have to get permits.
So
Definitely.
I don't know. I don't know how that would happen.
There's planes that they wrap that are like dump like they're more like sponsorship planes.
Yeah.
Like so for example, the company sponsors them
Yeah.
to wrap it. The only reason why I know is because I'm an airplane mechanic.
Huh.
But like Dumbo the movie,
Yeah.
like they'll contact who the airline and say, hey, I want to wrap such and such, and they'll wrap the whole
Damn.
car like Dumbo.
Yeah.
United has a Star Wars airplane
Yeah.
that has R2D2 the whole plane. It's a wrap. It's crazy. But you
Man.
have to have a license to wrap it. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, it's not as simple as just like, oh, pull up and start doing it.
yeah.
But it'd be pretty crazy to do one. The gold one I saw looked like it was like in a museum or somewhere like stationary. But it'd be cool to do something like that.
Yeah.
Cause that gold one looked crazy.
Yeah, you can start. If you really want to do one, you can start with the small ones,
Yeah,
or even do like a private airplane one.
yeah, yeah. That
And they're
one,
like the G5, G6s.
Yeah.
And then wrap it. You know.
yeah. Even just to do it, I mean, I
that'd
feel
be
like
awesome.
who knows how safe that is though. Like,
Nah, it doesn't hurt the aerodynamic of the plane.
okay,
It's just a wrap.
that's the one thing that I'd be like, I don't want to put that on there.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool for video and stuff like that.
Yeah, oh man, thinking about it, you would have to be like certified airplane technician
Yeah,
because they would know like how the controls move
yeah,
and like the wings, ailerons, rudders,
Yeah.
they move a certain way. But then I think that's where you would cut
yeah. It's,
like the panel.
you could still
It'd be a
move.
panel.
Kind of like the cars.
Yeah,
Everything still works the same. It's almost like if we painted it.
yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
That reminds me of the random one I did, which has been like my favorite, the NASA wrap. Like
Which one's that one?
I went to NASA and wrapped the space capsule.
Oh damn.
And,
Oh, but it was for the museum, right? It was for like the
it was
showpiece.
for the what's it called? They use it for training. So
Yeah.
astronauts go in there and sit for like 30 days or something, 30, 40
Yeah.
days. And they also have it for like people that could come and see it. So they use it both training and museum. It's pretty
Nice.
crazy. It's big.
Damn. How big is it?
That thing is like it used like almost four cars worth of material. Damn. So it was crazy.
You charge them a lot, huh?
Yeah, that was one of my. It was my biggest job until I got sponsored, and then.
Oh, got you.
But without sponsorship, that was probably my biggest job, and yeah, it was a fun one and different.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that one. I almost lost it.
Really?
I almost lost it because I got COVID again. Like.
Oh my god. Did you get the? Have you got a shot
Yeah, I
in?
got like 10 shots already now.
Damn.
I got like 2 shots for nothing. I still got it. And then- so I almost lost the job because I got COVID when they wanted the install to start.
Mm,
But then they were like, "We saw your videos," so they saw TikTok now.
yeah.
They're like, "We're gonna postpone our event because they're gonna do an unveil. We're gonna postpone the event, move it for 2 weeks from now, so you can be good. We're gonna give you 3 days to do the job, and if that works for you, that'd be great."
So they postponed it just for Jay, the
Me,
rap
they wanted
specialist.
me. Yeah.
You're a special guy, my man.
I tried to send some other installer to go take care of it. I was like, "I'm sorry, I can't go. I'm sick, but I feel bad that I can't make it, and I don't want to let you guys. I don't want to leave you hanging.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have someone else go over there and take care of it for us." And they were like, "No, like we want you to go."
Damn.
So they ended up waiting. I ended up.
You
doing
felt
my
special,
whole-
huh?
Yeah, yeah. I was like, "Damn." What the
Damn,
hell?
nice.
Yeah, I was like, "How the hell y'all even find me?" Like.
So what are you working on right now to better yourself?
Um,
Better yourself or the business?
For myself, on the side, I'm interested in maybe opening another type of business, which is maybe investing in properties and stuff like that. So that's what I'm leaning towards right now.
That's awesome.
For the shop, I'm trying to make it grow, like expand. So I'm trying to do both things at the same time, and things have now gotten complicated. Now, I just hired a new CPA that can deal with the type of stuff I'm dealing with. Because it's almost like having 3 businesses.
Yeah.
Social media turned into a business when I never thought it would. The classes, stuff like that, the teaching, that's a whole nother one.
Mhm.
And then the shop. So it's 3 different things, and I need CPA and attorneys to help me with all that.
And also, you have to make sure your CPA is not scared to go to jail.
Yeah. No, man.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I need
That's
this.
what
I
told
need this written off. I need this written off. I need the
Yeah.
G wagon written off.
CPA was like, "What did you buy here?" And I'm like, They're going through all my transactions.
Yeah.
They're like, "Is it for business?" I'm like, "Yeah."
We need the CPA that reads all the pages and knows what they're. No, I'm playing. For real.
That reminds me of that show, the Better Call Saul, the Breaking Bad lawyer guy.
There goes Breaking Bad.
Where he
Yeah.
was like the lawyer. He was like, "You need a lawyer, but what? I forgot what he said. But a lawyer that breaks the law."
Yeah, for
something
real.
like that.
For real. Yeah.
Oh, he said, "I need a criminal lawyer, a criminal lawyer."
Yeah. That ain't scared, man.
Yeah,
You gotta get him for real.
Yeah. But I mean, I want to have a good CPA though, in seriousness.
Yeah.
Because I see that big companies don't pay so much in taxes, or like they find ways around
The
it.
loopholes.
Yeah, so I want a good CPA to help me as much as possible. I mean, I don't expect not to pay anything, but I do expect them to help in some
No,
way.
you do expect not to pay anything.
I wish I pay anything just like them.
I mean, you have to be honest. In reality, like if you could pay nothing,
It'd be
like that's
perfect. Yeah.
perfect.
But
So if you're a CPA, good one, you ain't
Yeah.
scared to go to jail. Hit up Jay the Rap
Hit me up.
Specialist. Hit him up, man. Hit him up. He's ready.
yeah.
What are lessons you what are some lessons you learned in life? With the business too, maybe or just in general your life.
I feel like you gotta be very patient.
Ooh,
A
yes.
lot of people are not patient. For example, a lot of people meet me and they see where the wrap shop is at, and they think that they can just jump and get there. Like a lot of people, or not even just wraps or anything. Most of the time, people feel like they can just jump. They want to skip the whole grinding process. Like they don't know, like they don't see how many hours we put, or how many headaches we had, how many losses we took. So like you can't just skip and get to the top.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you might get a big jump, but you can't just get all the way up there. And that's one of the things that I tell people, like, hey man, you gotta work it. Like it's not you're not just gonna end up there.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta put that work. Like sometimes people are like, I wanna make videos because they see what the videos are doing. I wanna make videos, but then they're not consistent. I'm like, you gotta be consistent. Well, I don't have time. Like if I could do it,
You gotta make
could do
time,
it,
dude.
yeah. If I gotta edit a video in the middle of the night, I do that, and then I wake up and go to work in the morning, because that's how it
Yeah.
still happens right now. So if you really want it, like you will make it happen. It's just like you really gotta want it.
Yep.
That's the thing. Be patient and really, really want it.
Don't matter how tired you are. Don't matter like what you got going on, because there's busier people out there
Yeah,
that
yeah.
make it happen.
Yeah.
So if they can make it happen, you can make it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
There's no excuse.
there's no yeah for sure. What advice would you give yourself if you could go back 5 years, or you know what, go back 3 years, but like when you started, what would you give yourself advice?
When I started, I feel like I don't have too much anything to change, because I had already changed things from the first time that I started the shop
Yeah.
with my friend. So all the losses that we took, all the things we learned, I took all that. So when I started by myself, I didn't make those same mistakes.
Got you.
So like all that. That's why I mentioned like not spending so much in the beginning, because I don't want. You shouldn't overspend, because we did in the beginning. We bought everything that a wrap shop should have. That's what we bought, and then we were in debt forever. We could never get out. Like we bought $30,000 printers, $40,000 printers,
Damn.
and now I don't even have a printer, and I'm better.
Yeah.
I have someone else print for me.
So let me ask you. So when the students go in, and they learn, do you also teach them the business side of it?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
That's one of the things you don't get at other, I guess, classes or other courses you can take.
Yeah,
somewhere
that's
else.
awesome.
I literally sit there and have a good conversation and explain to them, look, this is how I promote. This is how things should run, and this is how things run here, and a bunch of different things that no one talks about. And I say them there because I know those tools can help them. And just that alone is worth probably what they paid for the class.
So you're not only teaching them how to rap, you're
Yeah.
teaching them how to rap and to start the business
Yeah.
and to keep it growing.
Yeah.
Man, y'all gotta stop sleeping on the man Jay the Rap Specialist for real. Stop
Yeah,
sleeping.
I try to give as much info as possible, a lot.
Damn. That's
Basically,
game.
Like years of stuff that I learned, I just give it to them.
Yeah.
And whatever questions they have, I answer them no matter what. Like, because they come with the most random, different questions. maybe things that are not even exactly how to rap, but maybe more on the business side. Still answer those questions.
That's nice. A couple more questions. You have anything on your bucket list? Anything
No, I
like
need to.
anything you want to do or anything?
One thing I do want to do is travel. I've been working so much. That's one of the, I guess you could say, downsides to it. I've been focusing so much on working that I haven't really took some time off, and you need to. So I do want to travel, maybe get away, relax a bit. So that's why I want to hurry up and set my business to where it could run without me. Once a business can run
Automated,
without you, then you're pretty much good.
So
That's the goal right there, so that I could travel, have extra time, spend some more time with family and stuff like that.
nice. What is your biggest flex?
Uh, Nothing. I
Your
guess
business?
I don't do it like back then.
Yeah.
Back then it was cool to pull up in those cars. I mean I still got a
No, I
Maserati.
mean for example, a flex could be
NASA.
your family, or like your flex could be like your business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like not material flexes, like
Okay.
any
So-
any type of flex you think, or a flex could be like you minding your business.
Yeah.
You know, like, or a flex could be having a flex but not showing the flex.
That's
Boom.
what I tried. One thing came to mind, but I didn't say it.
What?
So I just keep that to myself. But one thing I could flex on would be family. That's one of the most, I guess, the
Ooh.
things that stand out.
Nice.
Because a lot of how you handle yourself comes back to that. And the family has always been there. They're always down to help no matter what. So that's one of the things. I mean, my brother, parents, everyone. So big difference. And I feel like for those that do have family and stuff like that. So definitely appreciate them because it's good. And the business is cool. I mean, but I don't see it too much as a flex because I feel like anybody could really do it if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But family means a lot. But if we got to flex jobs, then when it comes to flexing against other rappers, I feel like NASA would be the one. And back then, I used to think like materialistic, like the Maserati. I used to think it was cool. Right. Yesterday, I was just talking about getting rid of that car. I was like, what's the point of having this car? I'm going to go sell it. So this week, I'll probably get it ready and try to see if I could get rid of it.
What's next?
Probably nothing.
I'm a Uber everywhere.
I got a little car that I just pulled up in, and I feel like I like that because no one knows it's me.
That's nice.
I drive the Maserati. I can't stop anywhere because it gets attention like crazy. Good for promo, but I think we're doing pretty good on promo right now. I don't think we need it anymore, so I might get rid of it and just keep the gas saver and my other little truck for the shop.
Yeah. What would be your price you'll give it away for? Like, what would be the ticket on it? If
Maserati loses value so much, man. That thing ain't worth nothing now. That thing probably worth like $2.
nah, man, there's a price for everything.
So I feel like I'll be lucky they even want to buy that thing.
Yeah, I got
put
you.
a lot of miles into it. I mean, back then I used to drive it like crazy. Nowadays, it just sits in my shop. A lot of times you can see it in the background of my videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's wrap it up, man. I appreciate you being on the podcast.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you sharing your story.
Thank you so much for having me.
What do you think?
It's been fun, and it's a nice setup you got, man. I feel
Appreciate
like it has plenty of potential. You should definitely stick to it. It's good, man.
Appreciate you, man.
It's really cool to see it. I'm happy for this.
I can't wait for you to see the video. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I wanna
after
check it out.
editing,
Yeah,
after editing, it's gonna be
yeah,
on point.
yeah. Stay on it for sure.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming back to Go Hard Podcast. Make sure you check out us on YouTube, Go Hard Podcast, Instagram, TikTok. Check it out. And then don't forget, check out Jay the Rap Specialist on TikTok, Instagram. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Jay the Rap Specialist, same name, all over the place.
And if they want to book with you,
They go to the website, jaytherapspecialist.com or rapleaders.com. They both lead you to the same place.
boom. Peace.